Konnichiwa, and welcome to the 215th podcast of the Rowan County Anime Group. My name is Robert Clow, I'm co-president of this club. Today I'm going to cover a few different types of subjects in this podcast, and thank you for taking the time to watch it. Recently, we celebrated Easter over here. I was with my family and friends, and one of my cousins makes a suggestion to me. I think he was just picking a little bit. He says, "Robert, as much as you know about Japan, why don't you go over there and try living there?" And he was just picking a bit. The problem of it is I can never visit Japan for one reason. I'm terrified of heights. You're not getting me on an airplane unless you somehow sedate me, because I'm just scared of heights and airplanes. I don't want to get up in them. No way, no shape, no how. That's the reason why I don't go to any out-of-state conventions. I usually stay in the local area. Another problem too about going to Japan, granted, I know a little bit about her culture and I know a little bit about her history, but there's still so much to learn about that country that it's going to take me a long time, and I'm taking about the rest of my life just to try to understand bits and pieces of Japan's customs. Like I said, I know more than probably the average person on the street of Salisbury, but I feel like that unless I knew a lot more, I'd be out of place at Japan and really make a lot of mistakes and make a lot of people angry because I broke some sort of taboo or something. Because Japan does have customs and stuff, and when you're in another country, you're basically in somebody else's sandbox and you play by their rules. So it's out of the question for me going to Japan anytime soon, and I wouldn't want to go anyway because I'd be out of place. Like I said, also too, another problem, there's a language difference. I can speak a little bit of Japanese, but I'm not even up to a elementary level of Japanese speaking. About the day before then, I was at another person's podcast, and they were talking about a problem that they had. They had started up their own small little anime club, and they were having problems with people interacting in the club because this was like in a high school situation, and the kids didn't interact too well with each other. Well, that's understandable to be, at least because if you're dealing with high school kids, they're still learning their social skills. Now, I've been running the Rowan County Anime Group since 2003. That's when we first started. And in some ways we've had that little problem with some members interacting with other members because they're used to be by themselves most of the time, and interaction is very difficult at first. And they're going to make a lot of, simple mistakes. So patience is something that any good leader or anybody in this group can understand. You've got to tolerate and learn until they, sharpen their social skills. Let's put it that way. And plus, it's also too, in our group we have a rule saying we accept you for who you are. You can be your individual self, and that's like trying to take the square peg and trying to put it in the a hole. Or a circle, in other words, and they're better off being a square peg, believe me. So given time and patience, their social skills will eventually improve. I've seen it happen so many times in the past, even in Doctor Who fan clubs. When I used to run a Doctor Who group, we had people that had very poor social skills, but yet after a period of time, once you got to know them and once they started sharpening their skills, it worked out. It's like getting a diamond in a rough. Once you smooth it out a little bit, it's a perfectly good diamond. Well, our next event that we're supposed to be at will be, of course, Free Comic Book Day at the Comic Mon store from 11 to 6. We're having a membership drive, and we're asking all cross players to please come out and support this event. Also too, still waiting to hear from Tim Will about our picnic for Asian Heritage Month on May 14th, and then May 21st, meet us in front of the Books A Million store in Salisbury at 5 o'clock. At 5:30, we're going to go over to watch Title Line Blue. Well, this is all I want to say today, and I wish you a very good day. Goodbye.